Ever heard watch enthusiasts say that the most romantic complication in a watch is a moon phase? It stems from the mainstream perception of the full moon being associated with love. You've got moonlight walks, moonlight dinners, and moonlight boat rides. The internet is full of romantic ideas for couples, all revolving around the moon. But there's another side of watchmaking that's equally, if not more, intriguing, and that has to do with materials, not complications. Bronze is not a romantic material. Try giving your loved one a bronze engagement ring and you'll know what I mean. But when it comes to watches, there are certain qualities of bronze that make it interesting in terms of being able to build a connection with it in a way that doesn't apply when dealing with the more traditional or commonly used materials like stainless steel. Let's take a closer look at bronze as a material for watch cases and see if we can truly understand it. We often associate mechanical watches with a sense of romance, like how they become part of us. For as long as you wear a watch powered by an automatic caliber, the freely rotating oscillating weight will keep it charged. But placing it on a table for days without as much as giving the watch a slight nudge will cause it to stop working, at least until you place it on your wrist again. And with hand winding movement, the story is a bit different. Instead of the caliber gaining its momentum from your wrist movement, the manual wind caliber won't start until you spend a few seconds every now and then manually winding the crown. While some see this as a redundant and unnecessary chore that we need to do in a time of fast charging smartwatches, the enthusiast sees this as an opportunity to build an intimate connection with that watch, to make memories with it. It is, after all, the moments that we take for granted that are often cemented in our brains. It is the same reason why many, including myself, choose to go through the trouble of finding the perfect coffee beans and the perfect brewing method to make that perfect morning cup, instead of dumping the instant stuff in a mug and pouring hot water in it like cup noodles. Sure, that'll save me many precious seconds, but there's no wonderful experience to enjoy, no deliciously tasting end product to look forward to, no anticipation for that first sip. You end up doing it because you have to, not because you want to. But with traditional watches, which is any watch that's not a smartwatch, it's different. You wear it not because you have to, but because you want to. So that's the romantic side, the sentimental side of mechanically powered movements. But when you house these movements in a bronze case, you get to enjoy that intimate side of watchmaking on a much broader scale. One that goes beyond just the inner workings of the watch all the way to the outer exterior. Bronze watches aren't as mass-produced as their stainless steel counterparts, which make them even more interesting to experience. Ask yourself, how many bronze watches have you seen at a watch meetup? Unlike mass-produced timepieces, the limited production runs and the unique patinas they develop create a sense of exclusivity and individuality. Every bronze watch will age differently. There's no natural, predictable pattern to be traced here, except the traces of the owner and how they've interacted with the watch. When we wear a bronze watch, we become part of its story. The watch adapts to our lifestyle, developing a patina that reflects our experiences. This bond between the wearer and the watch creates a deep connection that goes beyond just functionality. It becomes a symbolic companion. But if you still don't know how this works, as you wear a bronze watch, the mixture, the combination of air, moisture, and your skin chemistry causes the bronze to oxidize, resulting in the development of a natural patina. This patina is like a fingerprint. It's unique and reflects the environments that the owner has encountered. And it's not only visually captivating, but also adds a layer of protection to the watch. The oxidized layer acts as a shield, preventing further corrosion and making the watch even more durable over time. And then if you look at it from purely aesthetic side, bronze has a warm, earthy tone that emanates a sense of nostalgia. The combination of aged patina and modern craftsmanship can take us to a different era, a simpler age, where metals were in their purest forms, and the process of mixing metals was in its infancy and lacked that refinement and machine finish perfection that's often seen today. And then there's a symbolic side to the reactiveness of this curious metal. The patina that develops on bronze watches can be seen as a metaphor for the growth and evolution of love. Okay, I don't know what you're going to do with this information, but you can use it to justify the purchase to your wife. Just as the oxidation process transforms the appearance of the watch, love deepens and matures over time, gaining character and resilience. The patina on a bronze watch is not a static entity, but ever-changing and constantly evolving, becoming more meaningful and resilient with every second that passes by. These watches can be seen as special sentimental heirlooms passed down from generation to generation. They hold the stories of those who wore them before, symbolizing the enduring bond of family and connections that transcend time. No, I'm serious, just use this when buying a bronze watch. Most modern watches aren't as reactive as the ones made in the 50s or even in the 70s. They're made not to age. So aside from scratches or scuffs from daily wear, you're not gonna find dials aging gracefully and organically like they used to. But bronze isn't like that. And lucky for us, we don't need to splurge thousands on bronze watches from high-end manufacturers when we have brands like Boulder and Beltic that allow us to experience this material without having to sell the rest of our collection. To truly know whether this metal in a watch case is for you or not, you won't know until you try it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, give us a follow on Instagram for regular updates, and also check out our website for new watches. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.